Welcome back to another Messy Mama and Sassy Sasu, and today we're doing a North-South combo. I am going to be making Andhra chicken curry.
I'm making lacha parathas.
Well, I'm going back to my Telugu Ammai roots.
I learned this lacha from my Sikni Samdan sweetie. And today I'm going to pass the tradition to my daughter-in-law of legacy cast iron cookware. You know, my mother used to only use iron tawas and iron kadais. But your generation, they use everything but iron.
Yeah, but I didn't even know something like this existed. I mean, I've just seen it for the first time today.
But you do know that our bodies need iron, and I want my grandchildren to have that every day.
So today we're going to cook with Vinod cast iron cookware, and I'm going to see what it does. So now to test out this cast iron cookware, I'm going to make my grandmother's very simple Andhra chicken curry. Let's get started. Start with pouring some oil into...
Stop, Samira. You don't have to use so much oil. This iron cookware is already pre-seasoned.
Really? Okay. Now I'm starting with my onions in the hot oil and let them saute really well. Get that beautiful browning on it, and then add your whole garlic, all your khada masalas, bay leaves, cinnamon, that lovely peppercorns, and yes, grate some fresh nutmeg on top, which gives that beautiful smell. It smells awesome. Now what's interesting is that you can use a steel spatula when it comes to cast iron cookware, which, I mean, it's very convenient. After all your spices and your onions are well browned, add your chicken that you have marinated with fresh grated ginger, chili, salt and haldi. I've heard that slow cooking with cast iron gives amazing flavor. Because the heat is evenly distributed throughout the pan, you get this special browning, and I can already see it on the chicken and it looks amazing. The yumminess comes with constantly stirring and bhunawing all those beautiful spices, onions, chicken together. Now cover it for a bit and let it sit for at least 5 to 10 minutes.
So, Reddy Ammai, do you know any Telugu?
Neevu chala manchi atta garu.
That better be something nice about me.
You're the Sasu, no. I have to say something nice. At this point, you will add your red chili powder, salt, some fresh curry patta. You will add some lime juice on top, and you will add some water. Again, water depends on how much gravy you want. I like it just to be at a medium, and it is really a very simple recipe passed on by my grandmother. Many different versions out there, but this is ours. This smell is gorgeous, and you know your chicken is cooked once that oil has left the gravy. It's all ready.
Samira, how many tawas have you changed over the years? Do you know that this is much more economical? Because it lasts for generations. It just gets better with it. Just like your Sassy Sasu.
Just like her. Ageless.
Turn on. My turn. Okay, let's get the lakshas rolling. Let's make some normal dough with wheat atta, little oil in it. Rest for some time. Roll it out into a generous chapati shape. To this you add a good amount of ghee, flour it, and now fold it in, fold it out, fold it in, fold it out. This becomes like a little fan, and pat it very lightly. Turn it around, bring the edges together into it, and a soft touch. Now, to this you must add flour on both the sides and gently roll it out to the size you require. Slap this onto your preheated cast iron tawa, put a generous amount of ghee on both the sides and roast it. No toxic coating, no synthetic coating, completely chemical free, which is why I like cooking on it. Brown it, put enough ghee on it, roast it on both the sides, and I promise you, your crunchy, flaky lacha paratha is ready. Nothing beats cooking in cast iron cookware. Samira, I'm so glad you have discovered the richness and the legacy of cooking in this. जो सालों से चलता आ रहा है.
Oh, wise one, Sassy Sasu, thank you for your legacy.
आप भी अपने घरों में ये cooking tradition अपनाइए.
So till the next